home way more than usual, and she just kept being like, when do you think you're gonna head back out? No, it threw a wrench in your style, but I'll tell you what's throwing a wrench in my style these days, pickleball. Pickleball, first of all, poor tennis, you know? Tennis like, wait, why are they ripping up all my courts for pickleball? But there's limited times for intimacy as marriage gets crazier and crazier, and so, but sometimes those times pop up in the early part of the day when everybody's at school. But pickleball is often played in the early part of the day when everybody's at school. So I wake up on like Tuesday mornings, I'm like, hey, what do you think? She's like, I would, but pickleball. Fucking pickleball. Plus it's like, have there ever been as many sprained ankles as are going on, right? It's like a bunch of people, like 47-year-olds just being like, I'm playing pickleball. It's the courts, it's like inventing basketball again and being like, no, I just made like the net like an inch smaller and the ball's a little different and we call it booby ball, and it's like everybody plays and then that sweeps the nation, and basketball's like, what? And you know, that's what's happening with pickleball. We're essentially playing this same game we've been playing. It's just, anyway, this is a love song. This is a love song. It's a love song that was inspired after we were arguing, and we do have a great marriage. I mean, Kirsten is the love of my life and always has been, and no, that's no mystery. That's all over the gram. Instagram knows, you know. But also, you know, she can be difficult. She can be. I'm pretty easygoing, but she can be difficult. I'm a pretty chill guy, but she can be intense. So one time, one of us was getting all knickers in a twist because of the dermatologist and the whole, you've heard this story, the dermatologist, we have this like sexy dermatologist. I would have never thought of him as sexy, but then Jessica, my manager, calls one time and she said, can I talk to Kirsten? I said, Kirsten's at the doctor. She said, oh, is that the hot doctor? I'm like, well, I never called him the hot doctor. But I realized that, you know, I'm like, maybe I should drive down there and check it out, you know, see what's going on. And then we tried to use a different dermatologist. After I started telling this story, she's like, look, I'm not going to keep going to see him. Like, it's too awkward now. Like, I'm like, he doesn't know that he's been talked about all over the country. It's just, so she goes, we're going to go see a different dermatologist. And we had our SK family barbecue down in DC, and we hired a dermatologist to come in and check everybody in a van on a hot summer day. And it was great. We got free checkups for everybody. And so I went in last, and then at that night of the show, I was like, man, that was awkward, huh? Taking off all your clothes in a van, in a hot van. And it was just like, what? Like, I kind of looked around and I looked to the band. I was like, did you stripped down, right? And they're like, no. Like, it's like a van, like roadside dermatologist. And then I asked the crowd, I'm like, did you guys? And like, no, I was the only one. I was the last guy who just came in, took out. I'm like, all right, he must have been like, what's this guy thinking? I'm like, I'm the star. I'm looking for the star treatment right now. I want you to check for all my moles. Let's get in there. So we tried doing that, but it didn't work, and neither of us feel convinced that our moles have been checked adequately. So I think this August we're going to go back, and you'll probably see some like passive-aggressive tweets from me about that. But needless to say, after the great hot dermatologist argument that resulted in Kirsten saying, you are such a dick, and me saying, do you think I'm a dick, or you think I'm just acting like one? And her saying, I'm not sure I understand the distinction. And me saying, well, there's a huge difference, just so you know. I wrote this song to make it all better. She pours a glass of good red wine. Dear mind, he says, and does the same. The wedding photo in the hall stares back at strangers from its frame. These familiar rooms where they watch the years go by somewhere along the way, they both stopped trying to try. And his mind, he can still see her in that black dress he adored. Her girlfriends all looked up to her, and the man rode his floor, cheering up his daydream with a question of her own. For the first time in a long time, he doesn't feel like he's alone. And she said, why did you never take me to Paris or write my name in the stars? Why, when you see that I need the most, don't you try and take me in your arms, whispering sweet consolations as if the die weren't cast? He looked surprised and said, I guess it's 'cause you never asked. You never asked, you never asked. There's nothing that I could do that could change the past. In her mind, she can still see him on his graduation day, with a beard and horn-rimmed glasses and a smile that seemed to say, baby, you'll never want for anything if you stick close by me. He interrupts her daydream. He says, I know what you mean, but why do you roll your eyes at my stories and the jokes that you used to like? Why do you turn away from me when I lie down beside you at night, when my confidence is shaking? Why don't you build me up from scratch? She looked surprised and said, I guess it's 'cause you never asked. But you never asked, 'cause you never asked. There's nothing we could do that could change the past. So right now I'm asking, do you love me? Right now I'm asking, do you still give a damn? How should I know that? Thank God for red wine and an antique kitchen lamp. Lest the shadows dance across the floor and hit both their faces just right. Till they're saying, why don't we take a blanket out back and watch the stars from our lawn? We could pretend it's the banks of the Seine, laugh at those dumb old stories till just before dawn. Then we'll make it like the first time, always if it were our last. We'll answer the question we were too afraid to ask, 'cause the answer's always no, if you never dare.